Well, that was fucking bullshit with a capital B, plain and simple. I mean, it only happened right in front of the referee's fucking face. I mean, that was a clear pass interference. I mean, now I wonder why he. Oh, I know why he didn't call that. You know why he didn't fucking call that? Because it's L.A. That's why. It's Hollywood. It's California. It's one of the biggest markets in the fucking league. So of course, they're gonna side with L.A. Because favoritism and LA teams, they tend to go hand in hand. Case in point, you go back to the 1993 conference finals in the NHL between the LA Kings and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Wayne Gretzky, high sticks Gilmore, no call. Clearly a penalty. Gretzky should have got at least 5 minutes. A minute later, Gretzky scores, and the Kings go on to the finals and eventually lose to the Montreal Canadiens. Fast forward to the early 2000s with the fucking LA Lakers. I mean, we saw in so many playoffs, so many fucking calls went their way. Then you go back to that series against Sacramento. I mean, that was just straight up fucking bullshit. That was Sacramento's, year. That was their chance. That was theirs, clearly. But no, the league wanted LA to get into the finals and win again. And now here we are with, we're down to the final four. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist by any means, okay? But you have to call bullshit right for, when you see it. And what we saw was fucking bullshit. I mean, it was blatant favoritism, plain and simple. No two ways about it. I mean, yeah, I'm upset. I think I have every reason to feel that way. I mean, a lot of people can say, and yes, there were some relatively bad play calling, but the bottom line is that last drive, that was ours. That was just. But again, it all comes down to the biggest markets. And don't you find it ironic that two of the biggest markets in the Final Four are in the Super Bowl right now? Gee, I wonder why. Viewership, investors, marketing, merchandise sales. That's why. That is the reason. Now, granted, even, and I'm not just saying this as a Saints fan, imagine, I mean, I think many of you could agree. Breeze and Brady in the Super Bowl, that would have been amazing. But we're not going to get that now. All because of bullshit like this. Granted, I'm not really invested because I'm not, look, I don't like the Patriots any more than the next guy, and the Rams don't deserve this. No, they don't. Granted, they were one of the better teams this year, but Rams fans, you can't honestly say that, you're proud of this win, because this was a straight up fucking screw job. No two ways about it. But the question is, what happens now? What happens with the Saints? I mean, Breeze is getting old. He's going to be, he's 40 now. Is he going to come back next year? And if he does, will he be the same? Are they going to have the same kind of run again like they had, this past season? Two heartbreaking finishes in a row now. Then there was last year's with the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, I don't know at this point. Honestly, I don't. You know, I mean, I guess I can say, yeah. I mean, it was a great season. I had a fun time watching this season. But the NFL, you figured with all with all the controversy that the NFL has been going through, especially these past 5 seasons, with which I don't want to get into that because that's another story for another time. That's another video for another time. Okay, we're just talking about right now, and all I gotta say is that this doesn't really help the NFL's cause at this point with horse shit like this. It really doesn't. And you don't have to be a Saints fan to say that that was fucking bullshit, because it was. Plain and simple. I mean, it should have been us on their way to the Super Bowl, but nope, that's not going to happen now. I mean, granted, Breeze and Brady would have been a hell of a game. That would have been probably one of the best Super Bowls of all time, but we're not going to get that now. So, but to all Saints fans, I just want to say, well, it was a fun season. But what are we gonna do now? I mean, what can we do? It is what it is. It's all said and done. I'm hoping maybe we can come back next year, but who really knows at this point? I think that I'll be back to give my Super Bowl predictions and maybe an observation and analyze both teams. I'll definitely do a few more videos. But on behalf of all Saints fans, on behalf of Who Dat Nation, I wish you all a great spring and summer, and I'll definitely be back to report on the Saints and anything that comes on in the fall. But until then, that's all I got. Take care, everyone.